guys, welcome back to Team Talk TV. This week I'm joined by Nana. You want to say hello?
Yeah, I'm Nana. What's going on?
And I'm Daps. Guys, don't forget hashtag Team Talk TV. Let us know what you think. Subscribe, like, comment, all of that. Right, we're going to get into it now. So, first thing we're going to get into, Nana, Man City fan. So it's not often we see Man City fans outside of the blue side of Manchester.
Yeah.
So we're gonna just make this one not too Man City heavy, but we're just gonna get into a few things. But first, what we're gonna get into is obviously with England recently playing.
Yeah.
One of their main up and coming stars is Jadon Sancho, who used to play for you guys.
That's right.
How do you actually feel about him like thriving abroad?
I'm happy for him because at City I saw him in the FA Youth Cup and I thought, well, he was a very exciting talent. But before that, I even knew of him when he was at Watford days.
Yeah.
I've seen him at like some local tournaments and stuff like that, and he was very like talked about. So I was very happy to see him come to City, and I was telling everyone, look, this one he's gonna be somebody. And then when I saw him training with the first team, the pre-season before he left, I was quite excited because I thought he's gonna get a chance or two. Then he moved to Dortmund, and I was like, right, I didn't see this one coming. So I'm happy for him, man. I'm happy. He's a great talent.
Like, so him going, was that like a gutted feeling? Oh gosh, he's gone, or are you literally just happy that he's?
Do you know what? I wasn't gutted because it's like he didn't come onto the first team scene and made a massive impact there. So I just saw him making a massive impact in the youth scene. So it was like one of those things where I was gutted in a way because we lost a great talent from our academy who could have been possibly be classed as homegrown in the future. But I'm happy because, I think more youngsters need to take that courage and go abroad and express themselves.
I think it's similar to when, I don't know if you remember, Arsenal lost Serge Gnabry abroad, and he was a good talent, but we knew he was a good talent, but we didn't really feel it as much because he didn't make waves in the first team.
That's right.
But do you think, like a lot of younger players up and coming should actually take a page from the books of the Reece Nelson, the Jadon Sanchos, and actually go abroad and play?
I just think some of the youngsters, they're too money motivated in the clubs that they're at. Yeah. So the boys at Chelsea, for instance, I think
comfortable. Yeah,
they're just very comfortable in like their surroundings, like great facilities, the money's sweet. They play on the 23s here and there, so they don't want to take that courage to say, you know what, forget the money side. Let me actually go and be a player. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? And I think that's what Sancho's done, and he's reaping the rewards. So same as Nelson. Yeah. He's done something very courageous. Went over to Hoffenheim. They're not the biggest club in Germany, but
they're playing in Europe.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, and he's getting good first team opportunities.
And he's learning a different style of football, which will benefit his game.
And that's what I was just about to allude to. The fact that going abroad, you're playing first team, you're learning a whole new different culture. So on top of what you've already got in England, you're now learning a whole new culture, a whole new football ethos and everything, and becoming a better player. And for England, do you think that's going to benefit them in the future?
Of course. When we go to like tournaments and stuff, I think we tend to see how rigid England is, how unimaginative their players are. Yeah. Like we tend to see how boring. We actually see like we're kind of behind. Yeah. When they go to tournaments, you know what I mean? So the boys going abroad, learning different cultures, and I actually think the boys coming through, they've got a different style of play to what we had previously, like our Gerrards,
a bit more free and
they're a bit more expressive on the ball. They're a bit more flary. So I think
they look more like technical as well. They look like they're very technical.
Like you can start to I'm not gonna. It might sound ridiculous, but you can start to compare the likes of Sancho to people like Neymar, the way they run on the ball, the way their style of play. But back then we didn't have that.
I know that now in world football, when you look at the youth teams, England is the most feared youth. Like no matter what age group, England is the most feared.
Really
so
well.
I've heard of Brazil youth teams coming up against England and setting up to defend against them, as opposed to it's normally the other way around. So with these youngsters, because there's so many coming through, really and truly, can you see a lot of them actually making the step up if they continue to play in England? Getting you know, opportunities here and there for their clubs, or do you think they should just go like even like a Mount who's gone down to Championship?
Well, yeah. You know what? With the national team and the youngsters, it all depends on the manager and how courageous he is to say, you know what, I'm just going to take the decision and put this person, and see what happens.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Because watching teams like Spain, they had a foundation of Xavi, Iniesta. At the time they didn't have the greatest of experiences in the international stage, but they stuck with it.
Yeah.
And then with that core, they added pieces to it, and then they became the team they became.
I think it's the same as Germany. I don't know if you remember a couple of years back they won the under-20 tournament.
Yeah.
And a lot of those players from there,
the Ozil, Neuer,
they all came up and they're all playing first team football.
But what they did well is they came up as a group.
Yeah.
What England is doing is one here and there. Do you know what I mean? So they can't gel.
But do you think something has to change in the sense that how the team is selected has to change? Because 1 minute is we're selecting a team based on form, 1 minute we're selecting a team based on sentiment. Do you know what I mean? So because if it's based on form, you know, because that's why people like Luke Shaw can work their way in, Sancho can come in. That's one thing. But if it's based on sentiment, how do you explain, you know, the Troy Deeney's getting left out, the Sturridge's getting left out, but then Welbeck's come in, and to be fair, Welbeck hasn't done that badly, but if we're doing it on form, like there has to be some sort of clarification, because then a lot of these youngsters should be coming up.
I've always said with the England national team, if you play a consistent amount of games for your club, for a certain level club, should I say, in the Premier League, you're more than likely going to get selected, which is wrong. I think they should have a system they want to play in and try and find players to accommodate that system.
Yeah.
So some of the times I see players get called up for the national team all the time, but I always think to myself, this guy's not even playing at his club team, but it works for the system that he goes to play for his national team. It works. Like Brazil does it a lot. They always tend to pick players that they're not necessarily regular, but when they go into their system, it works.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, for years, Brazil didn't really have a striker, but they seem to pick Fred all the time.
Yeah.
Because Fred worked in that system. So I think England need to find a system that's going to accommodate the kind of play that they're bringing up.
But the players,
and we work from there.
The players that they are bringing up, like, so again, we'll talk about the players coming through the ranks. In order for them to fit that system and show regularly that they're able to do it, are they going to have to just go abroad, or, you know, do you think they should just stay at their clubs? Because
I just think our most talented players should be going on loan and
just
playing football. Because if you're not getting played and the manager is reluctant to even talk about you playing, there's no point in you staying. I haven't heard Sarri mention Hudson-Odoi at all this season, but I continuously hear Pep saying how sometimes he even feels bad that Foden didn't get a chance to play. Do you know what I mean? They rate the boy. He wants him to play as badly as everybody else, but he's just feeding them in. So I just think if you're not even getting looked at and all you're doing is training, move on, go and get some game time.
Yeah. Okay, cool. But guys, that was a nice little, you know, in-depth discussion about the England team. We'll be back straight after this with more Team Talk TV. Hi guys, welcome back to Team Talk TV with myself, Daps, and we got Nana. So now, because we're coming up to the second quarter of the league, I feel like, obviously I'm an Arsenal fan. And I don't want to get too carried away, but at the beginning of the season we had a talk here on who we thought would get into the top four and who we thought wouldn't. And it seemed like nailed on Arsenal. Okay, we're finishing out the top four. Okay. But would you say, looking at it, that Arsenal are slightly, you know, in contention, like serious contenders for that top four spot? I know it's not really like a trophy, and I don't want people watching it to think I'm glorifying it as a trophy. No, like, we need to be there.
Yeah, like Champions League is important for a club like Arsenal. Do you know what I mean? But at the moment, you guys are doing your thing under the radar. Like, I think after the 2 defeats, everyone kind of brushed you off a little bit. Yeah. The 2 early defeats. But,
Chelsea, Man City.
Yeah, but I think they got their heads down and your system's starting to to come to fruition a little bit. Like I'm starting to see it, like they're playing out from the back and etc.
Yeah.
So they're doing their thing, but I won't talk about serious contention till after the Christmas period. I think that's a crucial period in the season. So if you get through that and you're still there or thereabouts where you are now, then we can talk about serious top four contention.
I think what helps Arsenal is the fact that like we're coming into a bit of form right now, and personnel wise, we have more than enough match winners. Do you know what I'm saying? So, and if we look at our competitors, apart from so Chelsea, Liverpool, Man City are clear. But when you look at the Man United and the Tottenhams, they're not really flying.
No.
Do you get what I'm saying? So I know they will drop points, and on our day, I do see us right now when we're all happy and all on form. I do see us like beating those on our day. But do you think this little spell that maybe Tottenham or Man United are going through is literally just a spell, or can we actually see them like getting through some, turning it around and actually showing what people?
Do you know what? Tottenham have maintained the same players that they had last season. So in terms of consistency and know-how, I think they'll be alright. At the moment, I think they got loads of injuries right now, so it's a little bit difficult for them. Harry Kane looks like he needs a bit of a rest, so I don't know how they're going to manage that situation. But I think once they get their kind of core group back, they will be alright. But as for United... Sorry to cut you off on that one. Back to Tottenham,
what is it about, I don't know, maybe it's just me, but what is it about this Harry Winks guy that I'm not seeing? Because Pochettino is showing a lot of faith in Harry Winks, and I'm not saying they're not going to challenge because Harry Winks in there, but he plays a massive part. Like, is there something about him that I'm not seeing, or is it literally just maybe like a sentiment thing?
He's a good centre midfielder, do you know what I mean? He had some decent individual performances against like Real Madrid and stuff like that last season, which made everyone kind of stand up and take notice.
I don't know what he does.
He's a good. He keeps the game ticking. You know what I mean? He
got Dembele for that.
Now I think Harry Winks is a little bit more creative in terms of like Dembele is more break up than creative thinking. Dembele is not the greatest person that picking a forward passing ball.
I disagree.
That's not Dembele's game. That's what fails Dembele in my opinion.
No.
It failed. Creativity wise, he's not up there. So that's why he's playing a reserved role. If Dembele was more creative,
I hear what you're saying. He's not creative on the levels of like an Ericsson or whatever, but he very rarely picks a wrong pass. Even in that final third, he very rarely picks a wrong pass, and he's the one.
But he doesn't do it often because that's not his forte.
But Harry Winks does.
Harry Winks, he tries more creative passes or key passes, should I say, going forward, than Dembele would.
Okay, I just think that if Tottenham went out and bought players, he wouldn't be playing.
Winks.
So, I don't think he. But that's just me. Maybe I'm missing something. If I'm missing something, let me know, guys.
It's the same way like Xhaka plays. He probably does something in training that we don't see, but Xhaka plays, and there's complaints about Xhaka with the fans every single time he plays. But Xhaka plays.
In Xhaka's defence, he's been poor for Arsenal for a very long time. But I'm not one of those that say he needs this, he needs that. But with Torreira there next to him, Xhaka looked at a very decent player.
But you said if they went and bought a midfielder, Winks won't play. You went and bought 2 new midfielders and Xhaka still plays. So it's the same principle with Winks.
For me, I could see what Xhaka could bring. What I don't like about Xhaka is...
Have you even watched Winks play?
I've watched him. And I wouldn't say this if I hadn't watched him.
Like, is it 1 or 2 or you?
No, I've seen him play a good, especially this season, because they've been using him quite a lot. Do you know what I'm saying? And I just don't get why they use him so much.
But he's a young boy, do you know what I mean? He's learning the trade.
I wouldn't ever put him in front of a lot of the players that they have. The only one I'd maybe put him in front of is Dyer. And even them, they're 2 different players.
Fair enough.
But anyway, I don't know. I think that their squad being thin is a massive factor. And I think if they don't go out and buy someone in January, the best is keep in touch till January at least.
To be fair, they've not hit top gear, and they're still there or thereabouts. They're only 2 points behind Man City, you guys are, or something like that. And Tottenham have not really hit their full stride.
What about United? Your favourite team?
My favourite.
No. What about United? Are we saying that they're in big trouble this season, or can you actually see them turning it around?
You know what? Having spoken to some of the United guys I know, they just think if Jose is given the time, it's not going to look great for their club.
You think so?
They think Jose is a massive problem.
No.
To be fair, his management and just everything else he's doing right now is not good. There's things that he's saying to the media that we shouldn't even be hearing about.
But the thing is, Mourinho's always done that. Like when Mourinho does Mourinho things, I don't know why people still act outraged. I saw a clip this week of Damien Duff. I don't know if you saw him. He was saying that in terms of management, people always say that Jose Mourinho ain't a good man, but that's the best manager he's had.
Yeah, but with Mourinho's Marmite, you either love him or hate him, and you either works or it doesn't work. And with certain players,
do you think he needs to go?
Not now. I think we need to see. For me, the Christmas period is so key. Like for the whole top six aspect.
100%.
Like so, once we've passed that period and they're still really bad, then maybe a change is required.
As a Man City fan, if you have to be really honest, are you worried about the league?
To win the league?
Yeah. Or do you think like you've got it wrapped up?
No. To say we've got it wrapped up.
No, not wrapped up now, but over the course of the season, are you fairly confident that, you know, we've got this? Or are you looking over your shoulders and seeing Liverpool's and Chelsea's?
Yeah, Liverpool's strengthened, like, that's evident. Do you know what I mean? Chelsea's looking a lot better than we expected. Do you know what I mean? They look like they're going to be there or thereabouts. So every team, even the smaller teams, they're all looking a little bit more difficult to beat when we've come up against them.
Wolves gave us
a hell of a match. Newcastle came and played their hearts out and we scraped it, do you know what I mean? So
who would you say your best player is? Like Man City's best player?
Oh, come on. There's too many. Can't put me on the spot like that.
Okay, if you had to...
I feel Aguero's like our most important player because for what he's done, for what he does now, he's very important in terms of goal scoring and getting out of jail. Yeah, he's top, man. He's right.
Do you think he's best striker in the league?
Right now? Yeah. I don't see one.
You know what? It's so funny. I don't know how people debate that, you know. Honestly, I don't know how people
I don't see one better. Like, he's a better
it's
striker.
not up for debate at all.
He's the best striker in the league right
But they'll continue to put, you know, the
Harry Kane's
and the Lukaku's up.
Do you know what? They'll bring up stats, but listen, watch the players play football. Man. And you'll know who's
I shall tell you what I like about him even more. When Pep came, they were talking about the way he plays. It's not in line with Pep. And if you remember, there was a time when they weren't seen eye to eye.
I was very worried because I thought he was going to lose.
And he switched it up and got in line and just made him a better striker.
I was very worried when Pep first came because Jesus kind of got thrown straight in that January period, and I was thinking, whoa, what does this mean for Aguero?
I remember the game, actually. I think it clicked for them.
But Aguero has been brilliant.
I think you lot were playing, it might have been Stoke. I don't know
last season.
Who it was. And Aguero was through, open goal. And he squared it.
Against Liverpool.
Was it Liverpool?
Yeah.
And he squared it. And what do you call it? It was... And I think that was the moment where Pep saw him and was like, okay, cool. Yeah, you lot can work.
Yeah.
Funny enough, I think your best player is...
De Bruyne is
for me,
sensational as well.
For me, it's got to be... David Silva is just different. He's if you're a football purist,
listen, that guy is just unreal. Like the spaces he picks up, the passes he sees, the runs he makes, and even off the ball he's become very good since Pep's been there. His goal ratio has gone up as well.
Yeah, 100%.
So he's a top player as well for me.
So yeah, what are we saying? Top four very quickly before we round this one up.
Who I think is going to make it?
Like if you had to predict.
Obviously the usual: City, Chelsea, Liverpool. Tottenham. I'll say Tottenham.
Alright, cool. Guys, you have it there. That's Nana's top four. We'll be back with the start, sub and sell straight after this. Guys, welcome back now. It's time for the best part for some of you guys, start, sub and sell. Today we have Pirlo, Xavi and Seedorf. Alright, I don't know if you know much about these players.
I know a lot about them.
So, very quickly, we're going to get into this. Who would you start, sub and sell?
I'll sell Pirlo.
You sell Pirlo?
I'll sub Seedorf and I'll start Xavi.
Why? I don't understand. Okay, why would you sell Pirlo?
Because compared to Seedorf and Xavi, I think they're above him.
Okay, and what was the deciding factor between Seedorf and
Xavi? Because Xavi's ability to control football matches is unreal. Like he rarely loses the ball, and when he loses the ball, he retains it very quickly.
But would you say, I'm not saying there's no right or wrong answer,
Yeah.
but would you also say that if you take Xavi out of the comfort of his fellow Barca and Spain players, you'd still just see the same Xavi, as opposed to Seedorf, the way he plays, he does it in any team. Pirlo, I've seen live, like anywhere he goes, he does it.
Yeah.
But with Pirlo, obviously, it was the latter years that he was able to do it. But still, like, would you not say that Xavi is very much dependent on having a certain type of player around him for him to do that?
To be fair, we'll never know because he never really left that comfort zone. But when he was there, he was one of the greatest there. Like him, the partnership with Busquets and Iniesta was fantastic.
Would you put him above Iniesta?
No.
You wouldn't? Oh, okay,
Iniesta's above Xavi.
My start sub sell would be sell this Pirlo, Xavi, Seedorf. I'd have to sell Xavi, you know.
Wow.
I'd have to sell Xavi.
Wow.
I'm sorry. I'd have to sell Xavi.
Explain.
I would start sell Xavi. I'd have to start Pirlo. Literally just because I've been there, seen him, and it's no. I'll start Seedorf. I'll start Seedorf. I have to think of it. Start Seedorf, sell Pirlo, and
bench Xavi.
No, sorry. Start Pirlo. No, start Seedorf.
Okay. Bench.
Sub Pirlo,
Yeah.
and sub Xavi.
And sell Xavi.
Oh, what's going on? I'm just so used to dishing this up. So start Seedorf.
Yeah.
Sub Pirlo, and sell Xavi. Because Xavi, as much as I like, honestly, this ain't me saying he's rubbish or whatever. But as much as I like him, I can only see him doing that tiki taka with about 5 players. And those are like Barca and Spain players.
He's a World Cup winner. He's the back-to-back European Championship winner. Yeah, but he got it done. He got it done.
The thing is, Xavi, I can't see him. When Fab went to that team, I didn't see the same level of, whenever Fab would play next to him, I didn't see the same level of Xavi. I see the same level in Iniesta, and he made Fabregas better, but I wouldn't see the same, do you know what I mean? But then when all of a sudden you take him out and you add like a Busquets and Iniesta around him, it's different level. I just think whichever team you put him in, you have to have players equally of his high level for him to really shine. No, are we not in agreement with that? No. Seedorf. Listen, Seedorf is one of the most underrated players ever in life, and that's like forget what you've won, because I don't want to get roped into that what you won. But in terms of ability, in terms of like power, in terms of influence on the game, he had it. Seedorf had it all. Do you know what I mean? Like,
do you think Seedorf has a more influence on the game than Xavi does?
100%. Because the same way Xavi can dictate a play, then can dictate play. Seedorf can dictate play.
Okay.
Seedorf was just.
What Seedorf was in.
Seedorf could get the ball, like on his box, and also be the same person to finish it. He'll even carry the ball there. Do you get? Seedorf had absolutely everything. Whereas again, it comes back to Xavi. Xavi can dictate play, but within the high level performing teams like Barca and Spain, when you're controlling possession. Do you get what I'm trying to say? If you're not controlling possession,
I think people underrate the art of controlling possession. People just think because you have the ball, so everything must be easier for you.
I don't underestimate that at all. I just think Seedorf had it. Seedorf had it all. all. Like,
fair enough. It's your opinion.
Get me?
Yeah, fair enough.
Get me? Do you know what I mean? He added goals. Like, Xavi, from what I remember, from what I know, not even remember, Xavi wasn't a massive goal scorer. I'm not saying you've got to be like a Frank Lampard or whatever, but Seedorf was scoring goals. If you put him in a 10, he'll do an excellent job in a 10. If you put him as a defensive midfielder, he'll do an excellent job as a defensive midfielder. If you're doing box to box, nah, for me, Seedorf.
Fair enough.
So I have to start Seedorf. So yeah, guys, that was that for start, sub, sell. Remember to use the hashtag TeamTalkTV and let us know who you will start, sub and sell. We'll be back straight after this with the weekend preview. Guys, welcome back to Team Talk TV. We're going to have a quick run through of the game of the weekend. So it's Chelsea, Man United. Oh.
Big one.
What are we saying? What are we saying?
It's a big
at
one.
Stamford Bridge.
It's a big one. Yeah. More drop points, hopefully, for Chelsea because they've dropped some points. So hopefully they drop a few more because they're right on our heels.
Do you know what?
At the moment. But saying that's me being a fan.
I think United are actually going to get something from this game. And honestly, people are going to think, oh, how can you? But I don't know, man. There's just something like there's weaknesses in that Chelsea team. There's weaknesses in that Chelsea team, and I think on their day, they can do. I could just see something mad happening, like Lukaku bullying David Luiz or something like that. Do you get what I'm saying? I could just see it happening, and it's probably going to be one of those days where I don't know if you remember last year United up against Liverpool, I think it was.
Yeah.
And no one expected.
Old Trafford, didn't it?
No, I think it was at Anfield.
Oh, when they got 0-0. Or was it at Old Trafford?
Was it Old Trafford?
No, before when they played Liverpool at Old Trafford, like Liverpool were on some high.
Yeah, and no one thought they were going to get anything, and then
well.
it just happens, and then every now and then Chelsea just have a game where they just mess up.
Chelsea's so heavily Hazard focused that I think if you nullify Hazard, it's just going to be so difficult for Chelsea, like going forward. Hazard is so instrumental to everything they do going forward that if you're able to keep him quiet, they'll be in trouble.
How do you keep him quiet? Do you think Herrera can still do that job on him, or do you think that's gone?
I think Hazard's a different level this season. Like he's able to overcome that kind of man-marking situation. You know what I mean? I think he's a different player now. Like he seems more mature. He seems his decision making on the ball is much improved. Finishing is much better.
Hazard is a maniac this season.
He's a game changer. He's an absolute game changer.
Who do you start? Do you continue with Giroud or do you put Morata back in there?
I think the Chelsea fans, they're screaming Giroud over Morata.
Do you know what's so funny? I remember Giroud playing for Arsenal. People did not rate him at all, but him going to Chelsea, people see what he does.
Giroud's a good plan B. He's probably one of the best plan Bs in the league. Name a good plan B.
No, I think he's probably the best plan B in the league.
Probably one of the best.
Other than maybe Sturridge, if you're classy. If you're putting Sturridge in.
Yeah.
So, do you think it's going to be a Chelsea win then?
Yeah, I think
clear one.
Not clear, but I think Chelsea will win it. You know what I mean? Because Man United are not. They're still Manchester United. Like don't get it twisted. They've got world-class players that can turn up on the day and, like you said, surprise everyone. Do you know what I mean? So it's not like they're gonna go there and just get their asses handed to them. It's gonna be a tight game, however way you look at it. But I just think Chelsea, they're in a good moment right now.
I just want to see what Mourinho does with. I don't want to see like McTominay. He's killing McTominay. Like, and he's a good player.
This thing he's doing where he's playing free defensive
I
players.
don't know what's going on. I don't. To be honest, I'm not a football manager. I don't know how to combat this Chelsea team. But honestly, I just don't. I just want to see what he does.
I just think the best thing he can do is just go like for like in the midfield. Like, don't try and overly compensate one player because that might kill your team. I just think he should just set up his team.
I think everyone says Hazard. Do you think if they find a way to stop Jorginho because he's so instrumental in how they play, then they'd have a better chance than if you're just trying to stop that Hazard person? Because if you stop the balls into them final thirds, how Jorginho does it, like, do you think you'd have a bigger?
Yeah, I think they need to pay attention to Jorginho, definitely. Like, someone needs to be on his heels whenever he's got the ball, just to let him know that they're there, kind of thing. Not let him turn so easily, not let him pick up his head so easily. He's key.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But then they've also got Kante, who's also key. Do you know what I mean? So it's going to be a tough one, but I do see Chelsea just kind of pipping it.
Okay. Like I said, I think United will get something from the game. I don't know what they're going to get from, but I think it'll be a draw maybe. But we'll see come the weekend.
We'll see how it goes.
Top six.
But
yeah, guys. Oh yeah, plug whatever you need to plug.
Yeah, obviously I'm on Top 6 show, so
shout out Top 6
shout that out, everyone on there. So check it out as well. Yeah.
Yeah, guys. And if you want to see more football content, head over and look at Counter Attack Podcast. Team Talk TV, hashtag Team Talk TV. Let us know, comment, like, subscribe on the YouTube, on the SoundCloud, everywhere. So, guys, until next time. Yeah. Guys, thank you for watching our video this week. Remember, please subscribe, share, comment, like, and watch all our other videos, including this one there, that one there. But remember, press the subscribe button. Team Talk TV.